Wisconsin, what a beautiful state. In our neck of the woods, we're the true land of the lakes. So start up your engine, come join the show on the Benchmark Podcast Radio.
Welcome back to the Benchmark Radio Podcast.
Welcome back, everybody. Thank you for joining us here today. I hope you guys are having a wonderful day, whether you guys are starting the morning with us, ending the day with us, or having your lunch with us.
Yeah, you know. What'd you have for lunch today, man?
For lunch today, I had a little charcuterie board action. I also had a little enchilada.
When did you have an enchilada?
Before I left. Little enchilada
A
action.
little enchilada action.
It was pretty good.
Yeah.
What'd you have for lunch?
All I had was that charcuterie board in episode 7.
Episode 7.
Welcome to episode 8, guys.
Welcome to episode 8. Thank you for joining us here today. So,
A little rainy out today, isn't it?
it is rainy out. We got for the past week, it's been 40 degrees
Oh,
and
jeez.
rainy, and then we had snow on Thursday.
Yeah, like 4 inches.
It was awful. I'll post a video to the TikTok of this after we get done recording, but of course on Thursday we got a whole bunch of wood delivered to the shop, and we had to rent one of those lulls telehandlers to move it all around. It was a muddy mess. I'll post a video on the TikTok for you guys on that one, but that was a major mess. Really ripped up the yard, But that's Wisconsin for you.
April showers, you know what they bring.
They bring some Mayflowers.
They really do.
That's true. That's a true statement I heard.
Yeah.
Actually, what happened last time it was raining?
Well, the last time it was raining, it was a few times ago. Well, I'm laying in bed, it's about 8 o'clock, 7:50, ready to go to bed pretty soon, work early, get up early. And this dimpo over here.
What the hell's a dimpo?
I don't know, I just made it up, but I like it. I'm going to call you that from now on, a dimpo.
That's retarded.
Dimpo. I like that one. Anyways, this dimpo over here calls me. Hey, I need you to come to Germantown. My truck broke down.
It didn't break down. It just
Just
didn't
shut off
start.
on me in the middle of the
Shut off.
road.
I was on Mequon Road in Germantown pulling out a pick and save,
Yeah.
and the truck was low on fuel, like less than an eighth of a tank of fuel. But I don't know. I still don't know why it shut off. It could have been low on fuel. I don't know what it was. But of course, I turned left. I just got all this work done on it, turn left onto Mequon Road, and the thing just shuts off. So I'm there in 2-lane highway traffic.
It was not a lot of traffic. It was like 8 o'clock on like a Wednesday.
Well, there's a decent amount of traffic on that road. So then I get out of the truck. Of course, it's pouring rain. I'm just on my way to work out, so I'm not even in my work clothes and boots. I'm in tennis shoes and shorts, and I gotta push the truck up the road into the nearest turnoff. And I parked there, and I'm like, well, what the hell happened? Is it out of gas? So then I just so happened to have a gas tank in the back of the truck for my snowblower. Put that in there, and then I'm like, okay, let me try and start it. And it goes, whoa, 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 So then I hook up the jump pack to it, burn through that, doesn't start. I hook up the Milwaukee battery to it. That burns out both of the Milwaukee batteries, but it's still going slow. And I'm like, son of a bitch. So then I call Ben, and I say, hey, can you give me a lift or a jump or something? I don't know what's going on with this thing. So he comes by. I got the strobes on.
Yeah, strobes were a nice touch.
Strobes on the truck.
You know what's weird is before that, I didn't drive my truck for like a few weeks, maybe a week and a half, 2 weeks.
Why, you're just taking the Audi down to work?
Yeah, well, yeah, better on fuel mileage. But you know what my truck did when I went out by her? She started right up. That's why you buy a Ford, buddy.
No,
Let's go into this real quick.
What are we going into?
We're going to go into this. Mark claims he's not a Chevy guy. So I call him a delusional Chevy guy because he's owned only Chevys. You've owned the S10,
Yeah.
the Ambulance, and now, what is it called?
The Cheyenne.
Cheyenne.
The Chevy K2500.
He said, I wouldn't say I'm a Chevy guy.
Well, I've owned an S10 before because that was just so happened that it was a good deal, so I bought it. And then I was looking around, and I think Facebook Marketplace filters what they show you. Do you know what I'm saying?
Not really.
Like if I only look up Chevy trucks,
Oh, yeah.
that's what they like. Even just in
Of
my
course they would.
For You quote unquote page, that's all it shows. You know what I mean? So I think
that's what
I'm
they
just
think you like.
I'm just a victim of circumstance where I was scrolling through it one day and saw a good deal on this truck, so then I bought it. I'm sure like if they would have showed me a good deal on a Ford truck, I would have bought it. I guess I am a kind of a Chevy guy. There's nothing wrong with that though. I mean, the ambulance starts right up every time. And this truck, all that was wrong with it, I was dicking around with the battery. I thought it was the battery. Then thought it was wiring and loose wiring and stray voltage. It was just the starter, which is stupid because I replaced that starter 3 months ago, brand new, and the starter was bad. So I took off this. I didn't know this because I still thought it was the voltage because I'm like, how can it just go bad in 3 months? Took off the starter, hooked up jumper cables to it, on the hood of my truck, and then I took a screwdriver and touched both of the pins, and then it shot out, but it did not turn, So I'm like, well, bad starter. Took it back to AutoZone. They swapped it out for me free of charge, because it was under warranty or something, but you live, you learn, bud.
I think this is the time where you switch to becoming a Ford guy.
I don't know.
Sell the Cheyenne.
The Shy, I can't sell that. That is too classic.
It's too much of a shitbox to sell. You're right. Is that what
It's
you
not
meant
a
to say?
shit box. You have to admit, you look at that truck, and that truck
It doesn't
looks
look,
like hard work and grit. Is what
It
that
doesn't
truck-
look bad, but it doesn't. The heart of it is terrible.
The heart of it. It's got a '70s small block Chevy 350 with a carbureted intake on it and headers from a '90 Vortec engine.
It doesn't make any sense.
I don't know. It's cool. It's got a 4-barrel carburetor in it. It's got a little bit of an exhaust leak now. You can hear the lifters ticking a little
Yeah.
bit.
My mom thought a semi was pulling in today.
Well,
Who is that? Oh,
it's
that's
just
fucking
Mark.
Marky Boo. Marky goes strolling along.
I don't know. It gets me from A to B. And you know what?
More like B to A.
It may not. Everyone may not like it, but you know who does like it? It gets your mom's attention. That's for sure.
I doubt it.
Well, anyways, yeah, that
Oh, since we're talking about moms, let's talk about yours. Newly single.
newly single. We are not turning this into a dating podcast, man.
I suppose.
I'm not even. I'm appalled. I can't even sit close to you anymore.
No?
That's a breach of our friendship.
Breach of our contract.
Breach of our contract. Well, no, I went to. Actually, I don't know if you've seen this, but I got myself like a new journal, and I think it's called a Kaizen journal.
What the fuck?
Kaizen journal.
Into this podcast.
It's not like. I don't want to sound gay. I know I can do that a lot.
Don't start off with that then. Because
I don't wanna do- but it's-
whatever you say, you're gonna.
This
sound
is
gay.
gonna sound gay, but it's a self-mastery journal. And basically what it is what I find is that when you write stuff down and if you think about stuff every day, the likelihood of it happening increases. That's just basic math.
True.
You know what I
That's
mean?
True.
So it's like, I've talked about it a couple times before, but I have this goal of starting this ambulance coffee shop, and I haven't been working on it for the past couple months, just for whatever reason.
Just been talking about it too much.
Exactly. There's always stuff to do. But this journal, every day you go on it and it says like, what are today's top goals? So like I said, I got to unload wood, I got to work out, and I got to figure out, a business credit card. Then it's like,
small scale stuff.
yeah, and then it's like today's affirmation. You just got to say, I don't like it. That sounds kind of gay. It sounds like a girly thing. Like, say your affirmations. You know what I mean? But I mean, I guess it helps. It's good because like, this isn't bad, but every day I find myself like talking down to myself. You know what I mean? Like, you're fat. You need like just it kind of hypes me up like to get me to
that's
work
good.
out. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It humbles you. Anyways, and then it says, what are you grateful for? And it's good to be grateful, which I find myself I should do that more because it's like things go away very quickly,
Yes, they do.
and you can't take anything for granted. But then
Time flies.
so there's like just something like that in the morning, and then at the end of the day you say, oh, what went well today, and what can I improve upon? And then there's like a little notes section, and then there's like prompts where it's like describe the best version of yourself. So like I would write, I'm fit, I'm in shape, I'm eating well, I have a good business, or like you know what I mean. It just makes you think about that because the more you think about it and do it, the more likely that it is to come true. And like what dreams would the 10-year-old you want to chase? And it's like the more you think about it, the more I feel like everybody can just kind of get bogged down in the daily grind, which there's nothing wrong with that. But if you don't pick up your head off the grindstone every once in a while, you're going to blink and it's going to be 10 years and you're going to be like, holy shit, where did all this time go? I had all these great ideas or plans.
Right.
I just wanted to share that
Yeah.
with the podcast. I think I will post this on the TikTok or the Instagram, but I think we're going to try and create like an Amazon store
Are we?
I think we should, because we talk
know if
about
we-
a
I
lot
don't-
of products
I
on
don't know
here.
if we should do Amazon.
Well, what else should we do?
Just our website and UPS.
We don't have a website.
We'll make one. I'm saying.
I know, but how are we gonna? We'll do something. But I'm just saying we tend to talk about a lot of stuff on here, but a good way to link it
It's in
would
the
be.
works. We
a
gotta
good-
get a website.
We gotta do a lot of stuff right now. We just like chilling, talking with you guys, and joining you on your morning commute.
Or afternoon, or just chilling out at home. Whatever you're doing.
Exactly.
You
Well,
can find it
I don't
here.
know if you want to talk about this. I know one of our previous comments on the YouTube has been how actually it was my cousin from out in Wyoming, and he was talking about he's really good at guitar. Like
Oh, yeah?
he's practiced. He's been practicing since I graduated grade school. Anyways, he's been practicing for a long time, and he's really into not like the bluegrass music, but that kind of style. You know what I mean?
Oh,
He's
okay.
got his
Yeah,
own
yeah, yeah.
TikTok. If I post a TikTok about this, I'll tag him. But it just got me thinking. You like a lot of the bluegrassy type music too, don't you?
A little. I dabble into everything, you know. So,
Yeah.
I like bluegrass country. I don't know really what to call it. Like it's kind of blues country.
Kind of blues retro.
I don't know, but I like everything. Like I like this. I like alternative folk music.
I think it's folk music. That's what you should
alternative folk is
Yeah.
what Jason Day West.
call it.
He's got like 2,000 followers on Instagram. Real good music.
Yeah.
That's what we were listening back last year in
On our road trip.
road trip with Ben
Yeah.
and Mark.
Mm-hmm.
Shout out episode 2.
Episode 2. But no, I feel like there's been a shift in the quote unquote country music.
Oh, for sure, 100%. It's kind of turning away from the 2010s. Like
I was gonna say like the 2000s is its own
it's good,
genre.
but like it gets
Ever
it's
since
overplayed
then-
at this point. Like
Ever since then, country music it's
all
all the
alternative.
same.
It's all alternative.
It's blah. There's been
alternative country has been like taking over, like Zach Bryan, Tyler Childers,
Mhm.
that's Sam Barber or whatever. I like him.
Yeah,
Um,
Charlie Crockett.
yeah, that's more
Coulter
that's
Wall.
bluesy. Coulter Wall is such a good artist.
Yeah,
He was only like 26 years old, and it's insane.
his voice is crazy. He
I
sounds
know,
like he
I-
smoked a pack a day for 50 years.
I know. I wish I had that voice. That's a good singing voice, and the way he plays guitar, it's really
Yeah.
I really like Coulter Wall.
It's really different. But no, yeah, I feel like there's been a shift where people are starting to flock towards like I feel like modern country is so pristine. You know, like you listen to some old Hank Williams Jr. or something like that,
Right.
and it's like rough country. It's like they're not like there's like on the guitar you can hear it when they're not like playing a note exactly right, or you know what I mean. There's
Right.
striations, there's character in it. Whereas the country nowadays,
Well, they have so many times that they can perfect it.
exactly, and like nothing against Morgan Wallen, but
I'm not
you
a
listen
fan.
to his music and it's like pop or whatever. Anyways, but like Zach Bryan, because that's the most well known one. But any of these guys,
Yeah.
when they play, there's a lot more character to the music. But I do like. It's weird how much stuff is melding. Like I know Hardy. I like his sort of rock style music too.
I'm not a fan of. I used to like them a little bit, but I mean, there's a few good songs, but I mean, I'm not a fan of Morgan Wallen at all. He's
Yeah.
way overplayed, and it's just. I don't know. I don't like the guy.
Yeah, but no, it's a cool little shift in the genre there, and I think it's cool. Like I want to start playing music like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Where it's kind of slow down. And it's more about the words and the story.
Yeah.
That's what I feel like it is. I feel like a lot of girls listen to Zach Bryan, but I guess really anybody listens to him.
They all have white cowboy boot or cowboy boots on.
Yeah,
I mean,
No-
Zach Bryan, I like some of his songs, but like, I don't know, a lot of white girls kind of ruined it.
exactly. That's what I was thinking. But I feel like the songs are more played because of the story they tell
Right.
than the beat. Where I feel like Morgan Wallen is more of the beat and maybe a little bit of
I
what
don't
it's
know.
saying.
I mean, he's got his own. Obviously, it's working for him.
Yeah,
I'm not trying to knock him or anything. It's just I personally don't prefer listening to Morgan Wallen.
yeah.
Just doesn't hit. Let's talk about Chad Jenks. I showed you that guy.
Chad Jenks. Yeah,
found
Ben
this
kinda turned
guy.
me on to this guy.
He's 18, 19 years old.
About our age.
He's what does he do? He's a coal miner. He's a miner,
West Virginia.
something like that, somewhere down there. But he's got more songs out now. But when I found him, he only had 3 songs. It was like I found him in October of
Yeah.
2023. His first song was in the summer of 2023. Anyways, he's kind of like a alternative folk, alternative country. I don't know
Yeah.
what to call it. We'll throw him on there. Cry of the Wolves, that was his first con. That's pretty good. And then Hate Me and Barely Getting By, those are the next two. And now he's got Oh Little Girl, something else. I haven't really listened to that one. I've listened a few times. Not my favorite,
Yeah.
but Oh Little Girl is probably my favorite one. That just
Yeah.
came out in January, March, I don't know.
Pretty
Something like
close,
that.
yeah. I know that it's so. I wouldn't say it's easy because I've never done it, but I feel like it's a lot easier nowadays to get music out there
Right.
because you don't have to.
obviously.
I feel like there's certain. I don't really know what I'm talking about, but I feel like there's certain ways to do it where you can go to Nashville and get like a actual recording contract and do all that stuff. But there's this guy.
recorded with what we're using right now.
Exactly, but there's this friend of mine. His name is Van Yeager. Look him up on Apple Music. He's got like it's not folk kind of music, but it's alternative music, and
Sure.
it's not really my style. Like I like more of the folky kind of music, whereas his is more just like alternative kind of pop, I guess you could call it.
We went there. That's the guy we went to at the.
Yeah, that's the guy we went
con,
to.
yeah.
Where it's not kind of my style, but I still enjoy it. I still like listening. He's
Yeah.
got a couple good songs that I like. I think "Break Free" is one of them that I really like. Anyways, but no, I don't know exactly how he does it, but he's obviously got like a recording studio or somewhere he goes.
Sure.
But he's able to put that up on Apple Music, Spotify, and all this kind of stuff. And as far as I know, he doesn't have like a super big contract with like a recording house in Nashville.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like when I
Right.
think back to like early like 2000s country, I think back to like Taylor Swift trying to get a contract label, and then Toby Keith kind of picking her up, and you know what I mean? I feel like
Yeah.
there's a lot more you had to do with it where now you can
Oh, I mean, you got the social media and all this shit now.
That's
It's-
another thing that's crazy is the songs on TikTok that make it famous.
Dude, it's
I don't
crazy.
understand how like
Yeah,
something
who
goes
decides? Who decides?
viral. That's
that?
what I was thinking. It's like
But some of them are good. Like that one. What's it called?
Too Sweet.
Yeah, Too Sweet. That's a good
Yeah.
one. I like that. Not usually my style, but
Yeah.
I don't know. I think it's got a good beat going.
I think another kind of dark side of this is that some of it gets ruined to me. Like I don't mind Zach Bryan, like he's got good music, but I feel like I don't listen to him that much just because I feel like so many other people listen to him.
See, I mean, I don't want to sound
know?
weird, but like that kind of like makes me not like it as much as
That's
when
what I
other
was saying.
people, everyone else likes it. No,
I
screw
like
that.
being unique. Like Treaty Oak Revival, like
Oh, dude, they got some good music.
they have some really good music, but now
I'm gonna
everybody
say Gavin Adcock. That's my favorite artist right now.
Oh,
Gavin Adcock. I think that
I don't know
pronouncing
what
that
song.
Right.
I don't know what song.
Tore
he-
Me Up, Four Leaf Clover, A Cigarette.
Yeah.
I played that one way too much. And you ever do that where you played songs too much?
Oh,
where he's like-
definitely.
He's like, I can't do it no
You
more.
just kind of lose
It's
your
a good
lust.
song still, but it's just
Yeah.
you can't listen to it anymore. But,
Yeah, no, that's true. That's true.
no.
but-
I think Gavin Adcock's my favorite right now. That
Yeah.
Chad Jenks, but Chad Jenks doesn't have enough songs out where it's like.
Yeah.
But he's coming out every month now. He's got like another song out, but.
Yeah, exactly. No, it's
I don't even go in my music 'cause I feel like I'm missing a lot of people. I don't know. I listen to more than country. I listen to rock. I mean,
I like-
listen to a lot
when
of
I'm
rock
working
at the
out,
gym.
I like hard rock. I
Yeah,
like hard
rock
rock,
at the
heavy
gym.
metal. That really gets me going. But it's also weird. It's also like, at least for going to the gym, you can't. I try to go hard every single time, but there's just some days where you're just not feeling it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, I'll put it.
And it's like you can play the music and you can get into it, but there's different music for different moods.
Wyatt Flores. I forgot about him.
Wyatt Flores, he's a good one. Whiskey Myers,
Yeah.
Broken Window Serenade. That's a really good song.
So, yeah, it's called the one guy I was talking about. Sam, Barber. Barber, right?
I think so,
Barber? Something
yeah.
like that. Well, Will Slater.
I haven't heard of him.
There's this one song called "Lost Cause." That's
Yeah.
the only song I listen to.
Oh yeah, or like who sings that one "Missed Call" or "Season of the Sticks"? Like those are pretty big
Missed
songs
Calls,
now.
I think that's Treating the Oak.
Yeah, that's Treaty Oak, and then "Season of the
Treaty Oak
Sticks" I think is that
Revival, that's what it's
Noah Kahan.
Right here.
Yeah, but no, like there's a I
Season
know
of
that
Sticks or whatever. Yeah.
yeah that's Noah Kahan or something like that. But
Sure. Let's,
it's just weird how many songs are. I don't know if this is how it was back in. I feel like later years, like the 2000s, like when I was growing up, like new songs would come out, but they'd all be pop and they'd be from like big artists. Where I feel like
They'd all sound the
social
same,
media.
too.
Yeah, where this is all different. Which
Oh, this is a good one. Stay in
Pretty
Your
cool.
Lane by Bronson Diamond and Greta Stanley.
yeah,
I don't know. I don't know where I found that one.
There's a lot of good. It's just weird how much different music there is out there. Like you go on the radio and all you hear is country, oldies, rock, classic rock, and then maybe some like Spanish music or something like that. You know what I mean? But it's like if you go on Pandora or on Spotify and actually look through the genres, there's reggae, there's alternative, there's folk. I mean, there's so much good music.
That's what makes it great, though.
Exactly, but I feel like the radio stations are doing a disservice because they're not playing.
Yeah,
everything,
I
you know?
actually hate the fuck. Oh, sorry. I hate the radio because they literally play the same.
FM 106.1 is the worst.
Oh, all they do is talk that, and then 92.5 Buzz Country.
Used to be good.
It used to be good, and now it's just like 100.61 with the music. And that
Yeah.
lady in the morning, she is so dumb. I cannot
It's
listen.
the lady
to her.
and her husband, isn't it?
Yeah, they're like
Yeah.
in their 20s or something, or 30s or whatever.
They talk about the stupidest
Dude,
crap.
she is so stupid. Like she has no street smart at all. She
Yeah.
just makes me so mad, and I can't. If anybody in the West Bend area knows,
Yeah.
they know what I'm talking about, and they would.
The last good radio station, and you got to be in a special mood to listen to this, but 104.9 WTKM.
That's all like the oldies.
That's all the old country,
country.
which I like,
I
but
do too, yeah.
they're a really good radio station. All the ads are local ads. They don't play a lot of ads. They
See, that's
don't,
what I
you know-
like about 92.5 Buzz Country too. There's
Yeah.
so many ads, and it's just
Yeah.
good ads though.
Yeah.
It's good. Like it's like
not like
local
stupid.
businesses.
It's not like iHeartRadio ads or
Right,
like
right.
nationwide
It's
ads.
not
You know,
corporation.
exactly.
It's go down to Pop's Auto, get your brakes redone.
Go down to Schnorrenberg's floor cleaning there, guy. Well, it's getting to be summertime here. I know next week I was looking at the forecast. It's going to be in the 60s, and that got me thinking about rummage sales. And while we were driving around today, there was a couple things out on the side of the road for free. You know, people are in the spring cleaning. What would your
get your free garbage can here.
okay? What would your ideal rummage sale find be? Like, let's say you
That
saw.
depends. That's a hard one to.
I know, but like,
ponder
let's
on.
say you saw a rummage sale on the side of the road. You pull up there. What would you want it to have in it for you to look through?
Old style gas cans with the yellow spouts,
Yeah.
that Obama banned.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I want.
That's true. So like the metal ones, the tin ones.
No. The plastic ones,
Yeah.
but with the yellow nozzles.
Oh, the yellow caps.
Yes.
Yeah, yeah.
Because you can't buy those anymore because Obama
They're all
banned
illegal.
them.
Fucking morons.
Those are so nice. I love those.
Those are really nice. Do you have anything else you'd be looking for in a rummage
I
sale?
just little antique stupid shit.
Yeah. I feel like my ideal
Knives.
ideal rummage sale would be like more of like a farm / estate sale. But I don't know if anybody actually buys these, but every time I go to a rummage sale, I see like all these clothes. Like kids'
Yeah.
clothes. Like who buys that?
I don't know.
Like they're all on hangers and they're like mom clothes and like
That's just
sweatpants.
that's the worst when you show up to rummage sale
Yeah,
and
I'm like,
all
who
it is
buys that?
clothes.
No, I don't know any. I'm sure some people must buy it, but it's like donate it to Goodwill or just it's stupid clothes. It's like nobody's gonna buy that anyways. But that's kind of a pet peeve. And then at the rummage sales they usually got like the kids' toys and just the buckets and like
Just
the
stupid
basketballs and crap like that. You know, I kind of walk right by that. And then they got like all the china and silverware and kind of that kind of stupid frilly stuff. You know. But if I like it when like the dad in the garage, he's got like some tools out. He's got some like this would be like my perfect thing. Like an old dirt bike or something. You know what I mean? You don't really
I
go
wouldn't
to
trust that at a rummage sale.
You don't think so?
No.
I don't know. I feel like that'd be a cool find. You go to a rummage sale, you rummage around in the garage a little bit. You know, you got some old tools in there and maybe like an old belt buckle or like some old cans.
That would be cool. I don't know how many people are selling old belt buckles. Though.
Yeah. I feel like that's a market. If you made your own belt buckle, I don't know if that could be a business or not.
It's not a sustainable business.
That's probably true. But I'd like just rummage sale with a bunch of. I like more metallic kind of tools and just junk like that, and stuff that I can use, like old, just anything like metal or cast iron, like little trinkets. You know what I mean? Like
You're a trinket guy, aren't you?
I
Mark?
am a trinket guy.
You're a
Like
little trinket
I
dude.
was cleaning out this barn for this one family, and it's like an old yellow, like miniature die cast, like Chevy Chevelle. It's yellow, and it's like a barn beam fell on it or something, so it's kind of caved in.
Okay, yeah,
But
yeah.
it's got character. It's cool. It's like a little metal thing. You know what I
You
mean?
got me thinking, Mark.
What's that?
Old signs. That's what I want. Like an old like
Oh,
bar,
that's true.
old bar signs. Like let's actually take a gander. We got a Ford. This isn't old. I think this is like, I don't know. It's like a retro remake.
Yeah.
But like, what is this? Boric acid powdered. Why
Yeah.
why the fuck is this in my basement? I don't know. It's cool.
Yeah. I mean, all this stuff. It's little.
Here we
Like-
got this. I party at Cheers, Portage, Wisconsin.
Yeah. Well, okay. Now that you got me thinking on this, old signage would be cool. Like kind of like the American Pickers. I feel like anything old like that that you can display is cool, and it's cool. Thumbtacks.
Thumbtacks. Look at
really
these
cool.
thumbtacks. For those of you on YouTube.
It's like an old book of matches. You know what I mean?
Oh, look at all the damn lighters. Those are my grandpa's, I'm pretty sure. Look
Those
at
are cool.
lighters.
I found a couple of those
Pull a
at some
couple off.
antique shops.
Pull a couple off.
This one's really cool right here, actually.
Look at that one. That is probably from the fucking 30s. My grandpa's really old.
Jesus, look
He's
at that.
dead.
I've seen this one. I think is no. This one.
Look at the
I've-
see this. They don't make shit like this anymore.
No,
Look
right?
at the detail in that.
Yeah.
That is amazing. Pull another one.
I know my grandpa's got an old Zippo lighter that he gave me.
I should get some lighter fluid. See if these still work.
I know.
Yeah.
Well, I'm sure they do. Yeah, it's got a wick in it.
Still got a wick.
Just gotta get some. I know my grandpa's got one from Vietnam that says, "I know that I'm going to heaven because I've spent my time in hell here," or something
This
like
doesn't
that.
really close nice.
Maybe that's why it was left open.
Yeah.
But all the signage and stuff, when I get a shop someday, that's like, I don't want a man cave. To me, man caves are stupid, and you can't do anything in a man cave. Like in a
Just
basement,
a shop cave, buddy.
what are you gonna do in a basement? You know, man cave, have some guys
From a
over and
podcast.
and-
Jeez.
yeah. But no, I feel like the way that I feel like barn dominiums are. Barn dominiums. Sorry about that. Hold on. Let's take a quick break.
What's
real
going on? How's it going? Sorry for that inconvenience.
Ben
Turns out it was me.
Ben was rubbing up against the stereo.
Yeah, there's a stereo in the basement, and I actually turned it on.
Turned on. But no, we were looking at all the cool lighters,
Yeah.
and
Dude, I don't know. I just pulled another one. Why is it so thin? Look at how thin that is.
I don't know, well, maybe that's one like the hotels used to give out for free. I think you push that down and then it opens it
Let
up.
me
You
try.
know, you gotta push this down and then it should open it up unless it's got a little clasp. Oh, there you go. That's
Look
cool.
at
I mean,
that.
they don't make stuff like that anymore. That's cool. That's
I'm gonna see if I can get some lighter fluid in this thing. See if it works still.
that's pretty cool.
There's a wick there. It looks pretty new. Doesn't look used.
It doesn't even look used. But no, as I was saying, like in my shop, that's what I would like to have. Like old license plates, old tin signs, old like little knickknacks on the wall. Cuz to me that like decorating a house, if you just like, I don't even know what women do when they decorate, but like,
Well, we'll leave the woman for that. We'll leave our future wives for that, right?
well, yeah, but like, I don't know, like it doesn't make any. I mean, I guess it looks good, but like for me, if I'm gonna decorate my shop, I want it to be stuff that's personal to me. You know,
Right. I want. I honestly don't know what I want though, because like there's some days where I'm like,
In
yeah,
the shop?
I want the like
Yeah.
like a shop design for an
Yeah.
interior. I was like, some days I want like the new like all just everything black, just matte black, just like
That's true.
simplistic.
Yeah.
And there's other
black
days
tin.
I want retro. I want like a whole wall that's just old barn wood
Yeah.
and old signs. You know, I there's just part of me. I want new, just simplistic, but I also want the retro, burnt wood.
Yeah.
You know, just like cool shit like that. So
I feel like I want to walk in there and have a distinct smell. You know what I mean?
is it gonna smell like you? Because then that would not be a good distinct smell.
I don't really even know what I smell like. I probably smell like hard work, to be honest with you.
No, you smell like hardwood.
Okay.
Anyways,
No, but when I walk into my shop, I feel like I want it to smell like gasoline, oil, grease, you know, kind of something, maybe some exhaust.
wow, that is
fumes.
just such a good smell.
You're telling me it's not?
I mean, I wouldn't want to smell like it. It's a good smell.
I'm not saying I want to smell
Well,
like
you
it,
just
but
said you wanted your shop
I'm-
to smell
I
like
know,
it.
but
If
on the
your
inside of
shop
my
smells
shop-
like that,
and I
you're
feel
gonna smell like that.
like I just want an area where I can sit and be by myself and listen to my music and just, you know what I mean? Let us know down in the comments, what would your ideal shop be?
Shop build.
Ideal shop build,
Yeah.
because
Let us know.
like a barn dominium is cool, and that's, you know, I don't know if I'm for that or against that. All I know is that I just want land and a shop, and it doesn't have to be anything crazy, but
A 60 by 80 would be the perfect scenario. That's plenty of room to grow.
that's true. And I feel like with me, I have a tendency to like half-ass stuff or just kind of do it good enough for who it's for, you know, good enough to get by.
Yeah.
So
That is you.
that's what I'm kind of thinking is like, when I build my shop, do I want to sit here and just kind of put up a little shed and just kind of do something stupid like that?
Nope.
Or do I want to do it not super nice, but actually pour a concrete floor and get like a car lift in there?
You weren't even gonna have concrete floor.
No, I was saying like if I were to build my shop, it would just be kind of like a shed area with gravel and then maybe like a carport covering something. And then I'd build like it'd be like kind of like a homeless shelter kind of thing.
All right,
'Cause
you
it's
heard it here
cheap.
first. We're gonna call this episode "Homeless Shelter." No, I'm just kidding. But that's a little different.
I'm a little cheap.
He just called his future shop a homeless shelter. That's
Well, I mean,
that's
'cause-
where he gets his inspiration from. Is a homeless shelter.
I'm just kind of
You're a
like,
piece of shit.
what do I need? What is the least amount that I need to get by? And it's like right now I'm literally working on a gravel driveway with no heat, no in the middle of the elements. You know what I
But-
mean? And my toolbox is a ratchet set that I set next to me, and all the crap I got in the back, and the toolbox in my truck.
Sometimes,
you know what I mean?
Mark, we learned that today. Sometimes you gotta put the money in. You gotta reinvest in
That's
yourself,
true. And like
in your business, and whatever it is. That's why we got these headphones.
I know, I just don't want to put the cart before the horse. Like it'd be so nice to have that, but I feel like part of the story is saying where you came from. You know what I mean?
That
like
is true.
eventually once I get that and get like a nice heated shop, concrete floors, toolboxes, it's still going to be somewhat of a mess, and it's
A
going to
bar.
be a bar, and it's going to be
I'm gonna make such a nice bar in my fucking shop. It's gonna be so nice.
yeah. And it's going to be worked in, but it's cool to like say
No, I
because
know what
you
you're saying.
appreciate it more. You know what I mean? Because I'm sitting here and like it's I don't hate it, but it's not enjoyable to be putting a new damn starter in your truck in 20-degree weather when it's
quite-
raining.
It's quite entertaining though.
It is if you're
on the other end
a
of it.
buddy and you're spectating, it is quite
Oh,
entertaining.
jeez. I'm sure to film that when you were. He shows up to my house last week and he's like, "Come outside real quick." Did I already say this?
Yeah, you
I already
did.
said this, but he's already underneath his truck. It's like, you don't want to say hi first, Mark?
I got stuff to do.
Yeah, do it on your own time.
Do you want to? We can start to land the plane here, but
Yeah.
I know we briefly touched on this, but men in this generation, I feel like the high school is doing them a disservice. I feel like.
No, what it is it's the social media.
Okay, let me ask you this here. The men in our generation, the majority of them, what do you think the reason is, or what do you think we can do to change, or what can we change to make them more, I'm just going to say manly, for lack
Bring
of
back
better
bullying.
terms.
I'm serious. Bring bullying back.
I don't like,
Have
I don't
you ever
remember.
bullied?
I was bullied all the time. as a
Oh, dude,
kid.
I was bullied bad
Yeah.
until like freshman year.
I was
Then I just didn't
was
give a fuck.
chunky, I was slow, I was an idiot. You know what I mean?
You just gotta start. And once you get bullied, then you just realize
You just get
you just don't give
thick
a
skin.
fuck.
Yeah.
Okay, who are you?
Yeah, you get thick skin.
You
and
don't
then
like me? Okay.
I think that's why we do good together, because we've learned that we don't care what other people think. You know what I mean? Because
Right.
they don't like what we do anyways. So I'm just going to do what I want and dress how I
Exactly.
want. You know what I mean? And try new things.
they can hate from the sidelines, right?
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, I think that men in this generation, I know that like, I just don't know. I feel like you look back 20 years, 40 years, you know what I mean? It's just, there's
Yeah,
not,
40 years ago, Mark.
I said 40.
Yeah, 40 years ago, those were good times.
Well, I wasn't around, but like you look at pictures
I
at
know, I
like
know.
World War II and stuff like that. I don't know.
Those
It's just,
are real men.
I know, and it's like, it's just weird how much things have changed and how, just society. And I really
Yeah.
think it is social media. I think that
I think, yeah, but
It's the
also
s-
like
it's
on
the
a
cell
serious note,
phones.
it's the school system too. There's no bullying anymore.
there's no bullying. I don't like. There's no fights. You know what I mean? And like, I
It's
do
just,
think
it's just girls fighting now.
yeah, grabbing each other's hair.
It literally is. Like when
Yeah,
we
that's
were
what
left.
happened at Germantown.
Yeah, it was just girls fighting.
But no, but like my boss, he's 60. He just turned 61, and he was telling me stories about how back when he was a kid, him and his brother were in high school, and they were driving the snowmobiles around like a business, and there was a security guard, and they were driving it around, and the security guard would chase them, whatever, and the security guard got stoved into a snowbank because obviously there was snow on the ground, chasing them, and then my boss took the snowmobile and drove right over the hood of it because the snow was tall enough, like he gunned it and went right on the hood, and
Yeah.
it's like, I don't think guys or people get into trouble and do that kind of stuff
Yeah, because
anymore.
the reason
I
we
think it's
can't
the
get into
phones.
trouble is because if you get in trouble, you're screwed up for life now. Like it's
Yeah,
not
it's
the
the
same
phones,
as the
it's the
80s.
security cameras, it's all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Well, back in the 80s, there was no cameras, and do whatever the hell you want. Well, no, you could do a lot more than what you can do now.
And yeah,
It's
and
harmless, but now what's harmless is
and
not
what
harmless,
else
I
were you
guess.
gonna do? Like right now, it's like you have all these options to watch videos, do all this stuff on your spare
Brain
time.
rot. Just brain rot. is what it
Exactly,
is.
just scrolling. But like back then, it's like, what am I gonna do? And you didn't know really what anybody else was doing either. You know what I mean?
Which is the cool part.
Social media, where
Yeah.
it's like you were just kind of like you called up your buddy, you just drove over to his house. Oh, we got a half a can of gasoline. My boss did this too. There was a lake by his house. He poured gasoline on the top of the lake, lit it on fire. The whole lake, I mean, it was like a smaller lake, but like the whole lake went up on fire for like 10 seconds, and obviously there's black smoke.
Yeah.
The fire department came, but by that point the fire was out. But you know what I mean? It's just like stupid
Yeah.
stuff like that.
I mean, we did some stupid stuff too.
We've
but
done stupid stuff.
The area we did it in, it's a little different than some other people's, but
Yeah.
we could get away with it a little easier. But
I just feel like this world would be better if cell phones and all that kind of stuff were just limited a little bit. You know what I mean?
right, I agree. That was a good episode, I think.
That was a good episode. One more thing though is that's
Right
one
on.
way you can kind of get ahead or be different is that if you I was in church this morning, and the pastor said a quote where he said 96% of Americans don't finish one book in a year. And
Wow.
96% of Americans. And I just thought that's weird because like you always read these stuff, how to be better, how to be a millionaire, you know, how like just self-improvement.
Sure.
And they always say read books, continue learning, you know what I mean? And it's like it makes sense if most Americans
I mean, it doesn't always
don't
have to
read.
be in the book form, though.
No, I mean, I think that people can get bogged down in the details of it where it's like, I have to wake up early. I have to work out every day. I
Yeah.
have to eat healthy. I have to, do my meditation. It's like, if you have a good idea and drive, you can start a business. You don't need any of that crap.
Right.
But it obviously helps. And it just goes to show that for most people, they don't even finish a book. It's like, what are they doing in their free time? They're watching TV. They're being lazy. And there's nothing wrong with it, but it just goes to show that there's so much opportunity for you to be creative in this generation.
Right. Learn hard and work harder.
Exactly.
I don't know.
That's true. And I think that there's a lot of stuff that everything is so mass produced nowadays, and so like everything is changing so quickly, but everything is also so the same and blah. And like you look
Yeah.
at the houses and the architecture, you look at any new subdivision and the houses look exactly the same,
Yeah, I don't know. Some of the new stuff, it's cool looking, like the new houses, but it's just all little boxes.
little pink houses. But
Little boxes.
yeah, we kind of got on a little ramble there, but
we did a whole smorgasbord
a
of
whole smorgasbord.
of topics today.
Well, thank you for joining us here on the Benchmark Radio Podcast today. We hope you enjoyed it. We hope that you enjoyed our last episode. Let us know, like
Yeah.
we said, if that was more content that you liked. And yeah, we're gonna try and get some interviews here soon.
We're gonna try, next few weeks we're gonna try to get some
Some special guests.
special guests. That's what I was going for.
Yeah.
So we'll keep you guys posted about that. But thanks for watching episode 8 of the
Episode
Benchmark
8.
Podcast Radio.
All right. Enjoy the outro. Talk to you guys later.
Up here in Wisconsin, what a beautiful state. In our neck of the woods, we're the true land of the lakes. So start up your engine, come join the show on the Benchmark Podcast Radio. On the Benchmark Podcast Radio.